here is wonderful.
Yeah, it sure is.
I've landed the perfect job.
This is where you're from, Clara, but yeah, the scenery here is very wonderful. Just had to make sure that audio doesn't get play on my laptop. Okay, time to switch to my friendship team. I hope that I'm close enough to the mic for it to actually pick up my voice. Because it's not exactly facing me, it's like to the side of me right now. Sounds good to me. And Racer's now on my friendship team. As I was saying yesterday. Hey, Purple, welcome to the stream. Oh, would you look at that? Perfect. And hey, Mandy, welcome to the stream. How you doing? So I'm starting to edit videos again. I've been editing the Genshin verses that me, Ryan, and Laura did. That we recorded last year. I just never uploaded it or edited it. That'll be up Monday. And plus the Hat in Time verses that me, Ryan, and Laura, and James is doing. Purple. Yeah, right now I got Razor kind of built. He's level 70 now. He's got I leveled up to 80. He's got Hydro Damage bonus since he's kind of a hybrid build right now. Half physical, half Hydro because of Candace. And yeah.
You are not welcome here.
Yeah, Purple, I was getting ready to work on a Hat in Time.
Pin them down.
Why did it lag there?
Get back.
Who the fuck? I really don't like how slow playing was this last day. And yeah, as you can see, my damage is pretty small.
Stay put.
You're exposed. Hear my prayer. I taste blood.
No, you're fine, Razor. Yeah, I also got the heals covered. Oh wait, turn it, that's not bad. It really feels like I'm doing less damage by doing Hydro, but at least with Razor I am. I'm still doing... Oh, that was only the first step. Wow.
Oh, yes! Don't be scared!
Grant us your blessing.
Although my Hyper Boom isn't too good either. He's not like the I figured I'd do this team since... You go, where did your freaking... Sandboy start from? I'm not seeing any more Hyper Booms. Oh, this isn't... I'm running out of time.
You're exposed.
Okay, since this is timed, I gotta... Instead of Yaya, I'll bring Nahida. Or I could... I mean, Deluxe a wasted slot anyway, I'll just bring Nahida in this slot.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
I know, Nahida. you always wait on me.
You are
I see everything.
new punching bag.
Now I got 2 friendship turn circuits in the team, feels bad.
Pin them down. Hear my prayer. Get back.
Nahida's gonna be carrying, pretty much. At least Rachel finished the job. Well, I'm really not gonna invest too much into Razor. He's just here for a friendship team. Just like from there, I don't want to build a physical DP up that would do better than Chi-Chi. Like, I want Chi-Chi to be my main physical DPS. Who the heck was here? Oh yeah, a dead D-Luke.
Let's finish this swiftly.
I agree. The less time you're in my party, the better. I'm just kidding. I don't hate D-Luke. I just hate that he ruined my 50-50 so much and came on standard so much. But I don't hate him. It's really just joking around. Are you serious when I gotta fight? Oh fun. They're gonna be all aggravated.
We shall prevail. You're exposed.
They're gonna be activated.
I taste blood.
And it's really nice because they shoot like so much more rapidly when they're activated.
Don't be scared.
Wait.
I should have held that down. Down here.
Pin them down.
Yeah, exactly, Candace. Pin him down. Good job. I'll do one more daily and I think I'll save the rest for the story quest. Meaning, I'll do the story quest for the last daily. Okay, time to hammer some mushrooms.
Stay put.
Yield.
Okay, you're not doing a good job of... Oh, I guess you hit one of them.
Don't be scared.
Oh, good job, Yugui. Okay. Yugui was doing a good job. It's just a little delayed. Oh, and the new event's out now. I could also do that for the... Oh, wait, it doesn't have enough time. Maybe I should do it right away. But... I'm going to focus on the story quest. Judgment Day. What is it with every electric character and talking about judgment? What was I doing? Besides going to Clorinde's quest, I was gonna do something else first. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna do. This is my Golden Apple team. With this is supposed to be Homer, Melee, Pinky, and this is Purple, James. So I don't know who's going to be involved in this quest, but I'm just going to assume you, and of course the Traveler.
I have high hopes for this journey.
Hello, Six. Welcome to the stream. I was gonna claim this, this. There we go. Okay, back to Fontaine. You just started working on a new character? Oh, nice. What are they like? I've been working on my story as well. And, one of the...
Huh? Do you also see Navia and Clorinde over there?
No.
They look like they might have run into some kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on.
One of the characters in the recent arc that I was doing... Oh, they're right there. They was blocked by the pole. The horse
Still no
smash
dice?
killer. Oh. That sounds like an enemy that'd be in Dead by Daylight. Oh, something happened. But as I was saying, one of the characters in my story that was in the recent arc, magical girl named Maria from Magica Magica, is a character I made up. She really has a thing for saying, oh yeah, my name is, she'll be saying like, oh yeah, my name's Maria, by the way. Oh, did you want a hotel room now or later, by the way? She says by the way a lot. That's her gimmick. I think I told Purple about this before, but yeah. I like giving characters, some characters gimmicks, especially if they're important to the story, and she was pretty important. Unlike
Not at
most,
all.
like, receptionists.
And I've asked pretty much everyone in the court of Fontaine
She was like a
already.
motel receptionist.
Lynette's ears drooped as soon as she heard that we'd have to be out and about for days on end. And Fremine, he hid himself under his helmet as soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't know.
What? What's going on?
What about Chiori and Charlotte? I feel like both of them would be more than up to it.
Yeah, I have those two in my team right
I've
now.
asked them already, but they're both pretty busy right now. I just gave the members of the Spina a few days off, too, so I don't want to bother them either.
This is getting pretty difficult.
They both make the same
Navia,
expression.
Clorinde, what's up?
Oh my.
Haven't
Well,
seen
if
you two
it
together
isn't
since
my
the
dear partners.
Lantern Ride.
How are you all doing?
I was gonna say the Archon Quest, but I remember
Navia?
they went to the Lantern Ride by the...
Huh? Oh, you mean...
Yep, this is our chance.
You've been watching Elfen Live videos? I remember hearing about that, yeah, hearing about that anime. What do you guys look at us like that for? How we were just passing
Do
through.
you need our help with something?
Oh, precisely.
Speaking of animes, I was
My
gonna
dear
watch a few
partners, we've
ones
got
that I haven't seen yet.
a huge problem right now that only you can solve.
Of course, only we can solve it. Mainly because these animes are going to be going to be crossed over with my story. Particularly so far, a Magical Girl Racing Project. It feels like it's another Magica Magica anyway, so it's like perfect for a crossover. And I also downloaded, what's it called? Saga de Tanya of Evil or whatever. Tanya the Saga of Evil or something like that. I think that was going to be the one I cross over. I'm not sure which time is going to cross over with it, or if it's going to be a rift. Or, I don't remember what I was doing with that one, but I downloaded it. And I kind of just wanted to watch it anyways. And there's another one too, I forgot what it was called.
Whoa, for real?
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our other options.
What kind of problem?
Traveler, Paimon, would you join us and play Mars Shosei Hunter Judgment Day?
Play what?
Mara Shosei, what now?
Yeah,
It's
what?
a new game script by the Tabletop Troupe,
Game?
a local roleplay adventure club.
Really?
Ever heard of the Tabletop Troupe? They put out games that allow you to participate in a story and roleplay characters with your friends. Oh, I've loved their stuff ever since I was a kid.
Yeah, that sounds fun, but it feels like this is so out of character for Clorinde. Like, well, this feels like it's not like anything that would be fitting for Clorinde's story quest. This sounds like an event quest, not a Clorinde quest.
That sounds super interesting.
Clorinde and I are both veteran members of the club.
I was
Recently,
getting that
someone
vibe
came
from the
up
live
with a
stream
new
also.
script
It's like, feels
and
like
was looking for people
what they're
to help
doing
playtest
seems
it
like
for them.
similar to the 4.3 Fontanalia, whatever it's called. It feels like this is just a sequel to that event, but this is a story quest. Poor Clorinde's getting the event quest treatment. She's probably gonna. Well, let me see more before
Of course, I
I
couldn't
jump to
refuse.
conclusions.
I mean, come on! A brand new script? Nobody has ever played it before.
Generally speaking, scripts at that level of
I
development
guess it's only
have
fitting
a
because it
lot
has to
of
do with the
issues.
Mario Just Hunter,
But this
is what
one's
she's
pretty
about.
solid. The author obviously put a lot of work into the story, and the world building is also quite credible.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! I know I was the one that handed you the script, but some of us haven't read it yet. No spoilers, please.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
Anyway, the script calls for a team of 4. Ah, yes. We're missing one final player right now.
You're right, that is a big problem.
So,
Good luck with that.
You're saying you'll help us out? Ugh, I knew I could count on you, partner.
Paimon and the Traveler are kind of
You
a
were thinking
package
about
deal.
watching
Is
The
that
Boys?
okay?
That's not a problem.
Ah, yes, me and
I'll
the
adjust
boys
the pace based
playing
on the actual
Minecraft
number of
Emporium.
players, and ensure
Me
that
and the
everyone
boys
has a good time.
playing some Genshin
Well,
Impact.
Traveler, what do you think?
Me and the boys
Okay. Paimon will follow your
just
lead.
playing Tetris. It started that one meme with those I think Spider-Man villains or something, with just me and the boys. Is the boys like an anime or something? I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of is me and the boys out getting dinner.
Well, that solves our
Me
problem.
and the boys
You have
found
our
a
thanks.
out of ball stuck under the
I'll
car.
go grab the script manager from the club right away.
The script manager? Didn't you just say that you gave Clorinde the script?
The club introduced a completely new kind of gameplay for the script. In this iteration, the Game Master's version of the script is incomplete. The script manager provides the next part of the script only after players have
It's fine, I'm
completed
still
the
talking
current
about
list of
memes from like
objectives.
2018.
On top
I'm
of
stuck
that,
there.
in order to
I
increase player
haven't
immersion,
really talked
the club has created
gotten
some of the
into memes
story's
since
sets and scenes
pre-2020.
in real life. We'll only know where we should go once the script manager reveals the starting location.
Wow, you're right. Whoever wrote this script really
Me
did
and
put
the
in a
boys
lot
just
of
sitting
work.
on Twitch, watching Twitch.
And it's got a real healthy amount of suspense, right? I mean, even the GM doesn't know how the story will end.
Oh my god, Cece's gonna love
look
this. They're talking
forward
about
to
GM also. What is this?
experiencing it if you
D&D?
Why
Dungeons
don't you
and
go meet up with
Dragons?
the others first? They should all be waiting
Yawn.
at Chioria Boutique. I'll come over with the script manager as soon as I find them.
I mean,
Sounds
when
good.
Cece talks about it, it's
Remember
interesting,
to always
but
watch where
other than
you're
that, I have
going,
no interest
and
in
don't
Dungeons and
rush.
Dragons.
You say that like I'm 6 years old or something.
Unless it's with Cece talking about it.
Let me think. What kind of character should I play this time?
Oh, I see.
just hope you'll pick up some useful skills this
it-
time. Oh, and stop trying
Oh,
to
that's-
persuade.
From like 5 years ago. No wonder I haven't heard it. That's too recent for me. 5 years ago, yeah, too recent. I don't know anything from like the past decade. Unless it's a cartoon or an anime, and even that is iffy. No, not cartoon, anime, just anime. Cartoons, I don't know about anything besides pre-2010 or so. Well, I know it's others. It's just I haven't watched anything since then. Hey, is this what's that kitty called it from that one quest? Silent Night. Silent Night. It's a little early in the year to be talking about Silent Nights. It's June. We're not having Christmas in June in Fontaine, are we? Oh, are we going to Chioria Boutique? Oh, cool. I have Chioria out right now. That's perfect. Is that Farina? Farina!
Sorry to keep you waiting.
And Lenny.
You're back. Huh? And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you too.
Oh yeah, definitely can't have a quest like this without
I
Farina
assume
in
you'll be
it.
joining us for the game then?
Lenny, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing too. Are you also members of the tabletop troupe?
Hey you two.
I'm more of a casual member, if anything. I haven't taken part in many formal club activities. Lynette, Fremine, and I play something similar at the Hotel Bouffe Tété sometimes, but I'm usually the GM. Still, I'm sure
No,
it'll
seriously,
be
this is
fun
literally
being a
just
player
Dead by
for the
Daylight,
first time.
not
I'm
Dead by
looking
Daylight.
forward to it.
This is literally D&D.
Well,
It's
I'm not
D&D,
a member
not
of the club
DBD.
at all. Clorinde simply woke me up first thing this morning, said there was a good script worth experiencing, and asked if I wanted in.
If you're interested, I can give you a referral. That should give you a 40% discount on membership fees.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays
Yeah, I
out
agree with
first.
that.
Especially when it comes to the quality of the script. If it's sufficiently fun, then I'll join. Do you
Yeah, Purple Silent
participate in
Night.
a lot of tabletop group activities, Clorinde?
You could say that. She's actually one of the few senior game masters of the troupe.
Ah, right. I knew about that even when she was still my subordinate.
It's nothing. Really, just a small hobby of mine.
Yeah, this is not something I would expect Clorinde to even care about.
I'm so used to seeing you be all upstanding and intimidating as the champion duelist. It's kind of hard to imagine you role-playing with a bunch of friends.
So if you have any problem, it was to submit a duel request to you.
Surely you jest. I would never intentionally make things difficult for my players. I maintain a clear boundary between my professional and personal lives. The me you see at court represents the law and order of Fontaine. I put all personal feelings to the side
Law and order.
grant a fair
Dun,
duel
dun.
to all who seek
You know,
to
the
defend their
fake
honor.
Law and order thing.
But in my personal life, I'm just an ordinary person. Someone who feels anger and sadness, just like everyone else.
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you, I don't think I've ever seen you cry. I've seen you get angry, sure, but now I'm wondering whether you were actually mad or if it just looked that way from the outside.
Yeah, just being yeah, Purple,
was
exactly. Just like
probably in work mode during those
D&D, like
times.
CC
Is that so?
talked about.
Well, in any case, I just feel like even in your personal life, you don't get emotional very often.
So you want to see me cry? That might be a little difficult. A show of
Yes, but why
anger,
don't you use that
though,
as an example?
That might be something I could accomplish.
What about
No,
excitement or something?
That's not what I
Or
meant.
joy? She still seems like very soft-spoken. Like me, off-stream. Well, I guess there's some things
I'm
that
back.
I actually
Allow me
laugh
to
about in
introduce
real
you
life.
to the script
But
manager,
anyone not around
Mr.
Purple like my
Florian.
mom, I'm just emotionless.
Pleasure
like,
to
oh,
meet you
yeah,
all.
Wait,
Yeah,
are you
that's
a
about all you
champion
hear from
duelist
me.
too, Mr. Florian?
Oh, no. This is just the costume provided by the club.
I was gonna say,
occasionally play a few of the roles in my scripts.
he looks like a musketeer.
That sounds like a
This is
lot
really,
of
it
work.
feels like a sequel to
It's
the
nothing.
4.3 event.
It's the least we can do to give the players a more immersive experience. Anyway, allow me to give you a brief introduction of the script. This script was adapted from the real history of the Marechaussee Hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a
We already
series of
played
events
the role of
unfolding
Hunters in the
capital.
last event with the Dead by Daylight.
Clement's not super
Wintrace.
familiar with the history of the Marechaussee Hunters. Is that a problem?
Yeah, I don't know nothing
Oh,
about this.
no problem at all. I can give you a brief rundown. So,
I don't know nothing about like live
Marechaussee
action role
hunters
playing
were
either. I
people who
don't
dedicated
LARP.
themselves to hunting
Well,
monsters and
technically.
protecting the city by using a special swordsmanship
Unless
technique
like stuff
passed
with
down
DBZ
over
counts. I did like
generations.
DBZ type
Their
stuff.
story
But
can be traced back to the ancient
like when I was
Lemurian
real young, we
dynasty,
did like
as well as the first hunter,
kind
Cassiodor.
of role played with DBZ and
But
stuff.
I'll leave the
Turned into
finer
shoot
details
time
for
and
you to
house.
seek out and discover later.
Those are the good old days.
And I'll provide additional
I think
commentary
me and Ryan
as
and
the
Laura
story
used to do that
progresses.
too.
Case.
And I would even do that with my
Brave
toys
hunters,
as well.
Are you ready to set out on an
But,
unknown adventure?
It's less awkward when it's with toys and not real people.
Just one sentence and it's like we're in the story already.
Or with like really good friends.
Aha! I see many a determined gaze before
You don't know anything about D&D either.
Very well.
Yeah.
Head over to this location and begin your heroic journey.
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes? Ooh, sounds pretty innovative. What does the message in the envelope say?
It's the exact location of the scene, as well as the formal permission to use the venue. Huh, seems like they have everything prepared. Please check all your belongings, everyone, and make sure you haven't forgotten anything.
Alright.
Once you're ready, please follow me to the designated location.
Sounds good. Hunter Squad,
He was even younger too? Yeah. I figured you would. I remember we probably did together. I know I did with your brother at least.
Welcome to Cheerio Boutique. For tailoring services, please make a reservation in advance.
And there's my little friendship team. Alright, that reminds me, I can't stream for too long because today is the CC day. The Purple Bee should definitely hint to CC like, hey, you're gonna love Clorinde's story quest.
And you smell kind.
Well, of course, we don't
Do you
spoil
like
anything,
meat?
but we gotta say that she's gonna love it. But I know she wants to do the Arkham quest also, and she still needs to finish Signer's story quest. Add extra applesauce.
Add Astra.
What does it continue the quest to do Abyss? I still have time for Abyss. But I don't want to get spoiled from this if other people decide to do it. Quest always come first, so I avoid spoilers. At least story quest and Arkham quest, of course, and event quest. World quest I don't care about. Oh, let me switch teams again. Since Linny is here, let me put Linny in the team instead of... I guess Linny could be the main DPS instead of Chiori if Chiori's not involved.
Ah, we'll be a traveling magic troupe.
No, we're gonna be a traveling role-playing group this time, apparently now, Linny. Who else besides Charlotte would be fitting for this? Oh. No, there's someone that'd be perfect for this. Role-playing? Nah, there's only one other person suited for that role. Where's she at?
Behold, the Princess and Talon.
Exactly, Oz. I was hoping he would say that specific line, because, yeah. Fischl would love this. Where am I going? He didn't target me until the slime did.
Oz, we're
Terra Smack! Step right up!
But I'm pretty sure for the most part these things are still friendly unless you hit them or if an enemy with them targets you. Sorry, Hydreidolan. We're really going to the outskirts of Fontaine, aren't we? I just heard the coat bird. He said coat.
They really have thought of everything. Even the Fatometer.
I just realized
here
if we had
ready to go
Huta here,
for
we'd have
us.
the whole Konosuba team.
The Fatometer. What's that?
Well, for the Japanese
It's a card
Fatometers,
that's
but
used to
regardless of
determine
that,
action success
just
or
their
failure.
appearance and personalities
We'll
would
need to use
fit,
it when we try to use certain
even in
skills.
English.
And what about all the dessert and tea? Is that for us as well?
That's what
yeah.
the message said.
Oh, really? That's
Wish
so
I could have that
nice. It
in real
feels
life.
just like a tea party with friends.
Those snacks have Paimon's name written all over them.
I think you might be more of a snack hunter than a Marashose hunter, Paimon.
Yeah, same.
Snack hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found, Paimon will track down every last
great. But I'm still looking forward to the story more than anything.
Wow, that's surprising. That's surprising for Clorinde to say that. She
begin.
loves cake also. Yeah, cake.
First, please pick up the blank character cards in front
Well,
of
this
you.
is not Florinde's
and
cake
write down
reading
your
this
name
time.
and profession. You can find an abbreviated version of the rules printed on the back of your character card. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. In this story, everyone is a Marachose hunter. To reflect this, the club has prepared a small badge for everyone.
That's right, they start rolling dice.
Ooh, nice.
As hunters, you have proficiency in swordsmanship and fighting by default, so there's no need to allocate any additional skill points to those areas.
Swordsmanship? So there's a fighting part to all this? Paimon's not sure she can do all that on her own. Maybe Paimon can just stick with you?
Why don't you share a character card then? The Traveler will be the Marachose hunter, and you can be his little floating assistant.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Kinda like in real life.
Yeah.
So, for the name, do I fill it out with the name of my character?
Yep. It can be any name you like.
You can use your real
I
name
feel like
too if you want.
I've literally never
I do
played
that
D&D,
whenever
but I
I
can
get
already
too
tell this
lazy
is
to
pretty
think
much
of a new
exactly
name.
like it.
Oh,
I mean,
so it would
I've
be
seen
like,
shows where
like
people play it.
experiencing a different life, but
But,
still as yourself.
Like Big Bang Theory,
That's not a bad idea.
or something like that.
In that case, I think I'll continue to use the name Linny then.
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points
Yeah,
that
I would
you
just
can
use my
use
own
to
name.
learn a number of skills.
Like in my stories,
The
I
more
still have my
points you
own name.
invest
I
in a
don't use
particular
Flip
skill,
or anything.
the
Flip is just
easier
a
it will
Twitch
be to
thing
pass associated checks.
and a Discord thing.
I'll take persuasion and investigation.
Or other video game
Those are
things.
must-haves when it comes to missions like these.
Oh, those skills sound like they'd be useful for
Genshin.
gathering intelligence. Good idea, Navia. Just as expected of a veteran player.
So, should we also take those skills then?
Not necessarily. Since we're working together as a team, we could leave the negotiations to Navia and use our skill points to pick up other useful skills. For example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of hand. That will give us more options if we run into any situations we can't negotiate our way out of.
Oh, interesting. I wasn't thinking about it like that. I suppose it's not so different from an acting troupe. Everyone has their own role to play. Let me see. I'll take arts and performance. I'm not quite sure what use will be, but I'm not as knowledgeable about the other skills.
This
And
character in Blue Archive
I'm
is
not too
so cute. I wish I can't believe I just missed her banner.
Well, that leaves us.
Now me over here playing
What do you
Blue
wanna learn,
Archive,
Traveler?
having lost interest already. I'm finally playing the story of Blue Archive. It's actually really good. Insight, because I'm not good at cooking or medicine.
Oh, something that'll help you get a read on other
Okay, back to
people's
Blue Archive.
thoughts. Sounds useful.
Oh, we would do all three? Jeez.
Gotta say, this suits you really well. Nothing boosts morale like good food. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these two skills? Sure, what do you want to learn?
Maybe medicine instead of cooking. I thought he was gonna pick all three.
On other people's thoughts. Sounds useful.
I think
Ooh, so
I'd
you're
be more of a
helping
healer
when
than I
they're
would be a
injured.
cooker.
That's nice of you. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these two skills?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let's see. Oh, looks like you each have enough points to choose one
Anyway,
final
Blue
skill.
Archive.
You all picked
They're talking
such
about video
classic
games in Blue
skills.
Archive, where we have to
It's
make
fine to go
a.
a little bit out of the box, you know.
It's kind of the same thing. They're in a game club.
Ready to cause trouble.
They're trying to make
For
a video
example,
game.
this one here. Summon. Doesn't it sound super mysterious and cool?
And if they don't, they
I
get
saw
kicked
that
out
one
of the
just
game
now as
club.
well. The
'Cause it's a
description
school.
says this skill can be used under certain circumstances to summon characters or creatures that fit the script's world-building rules.
The script's world-building rules, huh? But how are we supposed to know what a Marashose hunter can summon?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend. Just learn the skills that interest you, and the GM will take care of the rest.
Alright, you've convinced Paimon. Let's learn summon then. Paimon can't wait to see what kind of thing shows up.
Well, now that everyone's more or less finished creating their characters, we can begin. Since 2 of our players are doing this for the first time, though, let me ask. Would you like to play on easy mode or authentic mode?
Whoa.
What's the difference between the two?
Well,
I'm not reacting to whatever they just said. I'm reacting to something that happened in the game
based on
in
the
Blue
decisions
Archive.
of the players and the results of the Fatometer. For example, if you fail a check, that means you cannot use the target skill in that scenario. A critical failure may even result in further negative consequences. If you choose to play in authentic mode, every time you elect to use a skill, you'll need to use the Fatometer to see whether you succeed or fail, and face any consequences that may follow. If you choose easy mode instead, every check will be successful by default, and
Did you ever talk about the super villain character?
Playing the
You honestly don't remember? Well, it depends which one. I know I talked about my super villain character, the Soul Reaper. Which they've been erased by now, though. Thank you, Monica. What? Oh, is this the Lynette thing?
Given that I'd like to focus on the story, I suppose I should pick easy mode. I'd feel bad if I brought the team down by failing my checks. Huh?
Is this card thing supposed to be
Don't worry about
basically
that.
like rolling dice?
RNG is the
They just replaced dice with cards. They did the opposite of what they did in TCG. TCG is just Yu-Gi-Oh, but with dice.
You might have to overcome. Ugh, doesn't that sound exciting?
I'd rather be mentally prepared for what might happen.
Her name is Miss Dread? Ah, no, I don't remember that.
I'll mark down Farina for easy mode. All her checks will be successful by default. As usual, Navia and Linny will play on authentic mode.
What about you, dear partner? How would you like to play?
Yeah, I'll pick easy mode.
Are you sure?
I'll pick lazy mode. Yep, I'm sure.
No need to worry about the pesky Fatometer. Pretty good choice if you just want to relax and play the game.
Honestly, I don't think Clorinde would make things too difficult
How did they
for
hear
us, no
us
matter
talk
what
about
the
this spying
Fatometer says.
in this game?
Isn't that
in Blue
right,
Archive?
Clorinde?
No promises.
That wasn't
I think.
super reassuring.
Well, anyway.
I don't know who is
enough
knocking on the door, but I'm not
Let's
answering
get
it.
started. I want to experience at least a good chunk of the story today.
Speaking of the story, why is the beginning scene on a beach?
Oh, thanks for the high
Well,
jump.
that's
6.
because
It's funny, it's
a long
opposite.
time ago, back when human civilization was
Oh, wow.
still in its infancy, powerful demons and evil sorcerers ruled over the land. They created a host of monsters and sent them to slaughter all humans in existence. Soon,
If you're wondering, that was a
rebels
fake
banded
Yawn.
together. With their swords raised, they swore to brave the darkness.
At least it's not as bad as Melee in my story. Literally just saying, well, I actually did just say this earlier, but I said just saying yawn instead of actually yawning.
Known as the Marashose Hunters.
I actually did say that earlier, so never mind. What? Is it loading?
Sometime later, as a member of the Marashose Hunters, you receive a commission. Following the address provided on the message, you take a boat
at least
and arrive at this strange city. As you
showing
inhale, you can taste the slightly salty air of the docks as you begin to survey your surroundings.
They're showing it by
There aren't many
adding
people in
visuals
the
to it.
vicinity, But you do take note of a few others who,
like
you,
what I don't really care about D&D is like you gotta just imagine everything.
Your eyes
and with other people, and other people are gonna have different things. It's like, oh, I could do this. Oh, well, I want to do this. That's one thing I didn't like about like role playing with other people. Is like, oh, I want to be the main character. Essentially, is what was happening. I want to win this fight.
You're all Mara Shosei hunters too,
I do
right?
this to beat your thing.
Allow
Oh,
me to introduce
I
myself.
just don't like that.
The name's Navia, monster hunter by trade and helpful neighborhood businesswoman on
Because
the
you
side.
might want to cross your logic.
What
You're
say
like,
you to traveling together? We can help each
maybe
other out
D&D
on
has
the
rules
road.
about that, but I don't know.
Okay, count me in. My name is Lynn. I've been wandering since I was little and picked up a few less than legal tricks along the way. I was adopted by a Mara Shosei hunter and later chose to follow in his footsteps.
But I can't. Unless it's a story that I'm writing myself, I can't really imagine.
It sounds like we've done this.
I don't have that big of an imagination.
My name is Farina, and I grew up in a noble family. I always had a strong interest in performance and the arts. Even though I'm a Marcia Say hunter, what I really want is to be a performing artiste.
Oh,
Hey.
Farina.
That's really cool. You can do it, Farina. That's exactly how it's done.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion.
I like the
to
little
Mara
outfits
Shosei
that they have
hunter
in the
I've been
slide
studying
there.
medicine ever since I
Oh my
was a
god,
child.
traveler talks.
I
Oh,
wanna
that's the
do
most
my
interesting
part
part
to
so far.
eradicate these monsters and use what I've learned to heal others.
Oh, welcome, welcome. When we face the monsters,
I was gonna say
I'll make sure
Farina's
to
the most
charge in front to
interesting
give
part
everyone some cover.
also.
You can take care of the healing at the back.
You open your envelopes at the same time. The message reads, "To the honorable and trustworthy Mara Shosei hunters, our kingdom is currently facing a grave crisis. The lands outside the capital have been overtaken by monsters, and our people are
I
being
feel like
led
that
astray
stands
by
over there,
forces
it's not
of
even on.
wickedness. We beseech you, please help us resolve this crisis and return peace and stability to our home."
What's fine? It's just super quiet.
The
Okay,
layout
let me
of
turn
this
it down.
city looks
It's
super
hard to
familiar. It kind of reminds Paimon of Mondstadt.
The scriptwriter must have used a real-world city as a reference when coming up with the map.
As experienced hunters, the layout of the city reminds you of places once traveled. You recall
isn't
the
this
sight
very
of
Mondstadt?
tree-lined streets and the gentle tranquility of days gone by.
Maybe they're just
Yet,
imagining this.
as you regard the city in front of you,
Oh, what's this?
it appears to
Terraformers?
be little more than an empty shell.
Is that something you've
Its
been
hollow
watching?
gates are open to you, beckoning you to come forth and bring salvation back to the town.
I never heard of that.
Carefully
It's
read
kinda
every
old.
line of the letter
Well, at
and
least
turn my
2010
attention to the
is
signatures at the
old.
bottom. Who issued this commission to us?
Although
You
it's
see
too
a
new for me
long
to know.
string of unfamiliar names. It would seem that many of the
That animal
residents
to
of
give
the city issued
an
this
idea for a
commission
character?
together.
Ah, yeah. Sometimes my
They
characters just
sensed
take
that
inspiration
things
off
were
of
not right
other
within the
animes
kingdom,
or shows.
and
Like
sent a
Apochi,
distress signal
he's
to the outside world.
based off like a
In that case,
another Lord of
why don't we
Time
take
that
a
I
walk around the
looked up.
city and see if we can learn anything from the local
Based the name
We
off
might be able
the
to get some
original
leads on the
video.
monsters
I don't
and
know, I
bad
don't
guys we're
remember.
after.
You look up and see a tavern nearby. It appears to be open for the day.
I said
Why
that
don't we
character I
go
saw
check
about
out that
Maria.
tavern?
I just made that one
If
up on
the
the
novels
spot.
I've read are anything to go by,
And I just wanted to
taverns
gimmick,
are
like,
usually
Beatrice's,
full
I
of
suppose, but with a different
information.
phrase. Like, by the way. Like, I think I started just, I had her say by the way once, and I'm like, you know what, that'd actually be a good gimmick. She says by the way almost after every sentence, by the way. Oh, great.
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Okay. There's a maid club in this game in the
Greetings,
archive.
friend. Lovely weather we're having today, don't you think?
Oh, hello.
I think I'd prefer the game
suppose you're
club.
right. The weather
Although I'm not
today
good
is
at making
quite
games, so
lovely.
I wouldn't be able to fit in
If
there.
only those monsters out there would stop causing trouble.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer.
Mainly because they're called the
If
game
we
development
keep
department.
asking
It's
questions,
not exactly the game,
we
video
might
game
be able
club.
to get some good leads.
It'd be funny. The only other one that sounds interesting is Maid Club. I'd be a mail maid, like Purple.
Oh,
Purple in my story, you're a mail maid,
what did you
as
have
I
for
told you.
breakfast this morning?
Huh?
Then again, in this game, there's pretty much no mail except the
I
sensei,
don't think that's
the
the
teacher.
kind of question we're supposed to ask.
Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food.
I'll
How
say.
about some macarons? I could make you some.
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill proficiencies.
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse
She
me.
looks like
for
the one
saying
chick
this,
from
but
the
you don't
Lenny
really
story
look like a
quest.
chef. Besides, I'm not really a fan of sweets.
So you're someone who barely smiles?
I'm mainly going through the
Doesn't like
Blue Archive
sweets.
story because
You're really starting to remind me of this one friend of mine.
who Clorinde. I'm mainly going to the Blue Archive story because one of my timelines in my story is going to be crossing over with it, but I don't know where to put it in the story. I know there's been collabs where someone came from a parallel world from a different show or something. I forgot what her name was. She looked like the most bland character ever. I didn't even realize it was a character from a different series. It looked like a bland NPC character from this game. Although she had a fun looking alt. Too bad I didn't get her.
Hey! Did she just... me?
Clorinde must have broke character for a second.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Traveler, maybe you can think of something.
Any help here, Lenny?
Miss,
I'm like,
we'd love to learn more about
pass.
the monsters you mentioned.
On to you, Lenny.
If you're willing to open up to us, we might just be able to help resolve the troubles you're facing.
Oh, I gotta
You
do
weren't
something.
even the one that learned persuasion.
My troubles, you say? I'm not sure they're
Yeah,
so
this seems
easily
inconsistent.
resolved, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share them with you. A horde of monsters suddenly appeared near the capital recently, so all the guards were dispatched to fight
As you're
them.
heading out, why? Hey, I don't blame you. This is kind of boring, isn't it? No, I'm just kidding. That's probably not why. It's
Do you
very
remember
late.
when
It's
those monsters
midnight, so
appeared?
yeah. Thanks for stopping by.
I'm not completely sure. All I know is that my husband was dispatched to fight them 3 days
Mandy,
ago.
did you fall asleep to this?
Do you
Also,
know
is it
where
boring
he
you
was
too?
sent?
It all happened so fast. When we said our goodbyes, he couldn't even tell me where they were sending him.
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those monsters as soon as possible. We sincerely hope your husband will be able to return to your side soon.
Thank you.
Don't worry. We'll find him. Just try to remain optimistic and wait for good news. We don't always get to choose what happens to us.
I don't even know what's going
But
on.
we do get to choose the little things, like what we eat and how we respond to the things life throws our way. I hope that one day, you too will recognize
In this
the
game,
power of
Blue Archive,
something
they
as
keep saying
small and
CNC. I just keep thinking
inconsequential as a
CC. But
delicious
I don't know what
dessert.
CNC stands for.
I'll do my best.
I
You
should have
bid
paid attention
farewell
more.
to the woman,
It's,
and continue
it's
your journey
hard
further
paying
into the
attention to
city.
two games. I'm like only half paying attention to both of them. You're not bored? I'm really funny. Thanks, Mandy. You're enjoying me making jokes about it. I see. Yeah, so
As
am I.
you
That's the
venture
only way I can
further
be
into
interested
the
is if I
city,
joke about it.
The streets appear largely empty.
You're pretty tired to
An
go to sleep
elderly
soon?
woman
Yeah.
walks past.
Yeah, I'll probably end in
You
like
see
an hour
her
and a
shake
half.
her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that
problem,
he's
buddy?
someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Yeah, I'm used to it's like, what, me?
Although he
Gonna
doesn't
hydrate again.
seem very friendly, merchants are usually a good source of information, right?
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to ask a question if I may.
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
How about
So,
this
I
much?
assume we're not actually here in Mondstadt, and this is just us imagining us in Mondstadt,
What
but
do you
they're
take me
showing it
for?
us
Some
here.
lowly beggar?
And that would explain what
You can't
happens
even
later
buy
in the
half
quest
an
that they
onion
showed
with
in the
that
live
amount.
stream.
Surely
church.
an onion can't be that expensive.
For some reason, the maid club is really
what do
scary
you
in
know?
this game.
War's nearly upon us. Everything costs several times
Is what
it
they're
did
saying.
before. If you're not gonna buy anything, then scram.
Oh, what a nasty guy. Maybe we shouldn't even bother talking to him.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something?
Frina, put on a performance.
A performance? I've never played a role-playing game like this before, but even I can tell that suggestion is pretty far-fetched. Is a performance check
Farina,
really
just
going to
insulting me
help
like that.
you? Alright.
Come on, Farina, you can do it. I believe in you.
By the harbor's grace, a lone
No,
boat
she's using
lies
the-
in rest.
a
Let the
thing.
moon give chase, for here begins our quest. In the dark of shadow, our heroes seek to find where creatures born of evil weave their grand design.
Venti who? Farina's the best bard here in Mondstadt now.
Blocked the road does stand, such is our hunter's plight. Yet with sword and courage in hand, they march forth to pierce the night.
So I see this story quest is making it's choosing the cards for us. So this is already written. It's not. There's no RNG in it. I think.
I don't recall asking for a bardic
Also-
song. Don't expect me to give you any coin. But if you meant what you sang, and you are indeed
Is
some
Clorinde
kind of
talking for this
hunter,
guy?
then by all means, please go out and
guess,
kill those monsters for us.
Can't really
Those monsters are
get an
camped
NPC
outside the
voice
city,
of someone
and they've
who's
been
not here.
destroying all our trade routes.
They're not.
We have limited reserves within the city, so if this continues, we're all gonna be in big trouble.
Yeah, I see. Played by Clorinde.
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in place to distribute supplies?
But that reminds me,
or
Azure Lane had like
order?
adventure
We could all
type
stop
event
in
too, and
those
there's a bard
nobles
there
in the
who's
palace
singing
wouldn't
and
even break
rhyming
a
and stuff. It was
sweat.
cute.
Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monsters all along.
That is
I'm pretty sure Blue
concerning.
Archive did the same.
Yeah, alright, I think I've said more than enough. Be on your way now.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Don't mind him, Farina. He just doesn't have enough taste to appreciate your art.
No. I was just thinking about how those nobles must be so cold.
It's funny how they wired this
It's like
robot
they
girl
don't
to
care
talk
about
like
other people
a
at all.
adventure fantasy RPG character. She talked like she's in a video game. It's so cute.
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
And it's kind of the same thing we're doing right here in this game.
How about the city square? Follow me.
Before you lies the city's central square.
Hey, there's no
You
fountain
see a
here.
man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth,
Where's the fountain?
his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach. Still immersed in his own thoughts, he shakes his head and lets out a long sigh.
I see. Technically, Clorinde's not with us. That's. I guess that's why she's a game master. She's not one of the characters in this. From what I've heard from Cece, that's how I think it works.
Hello, sir.
Anyway,
Is there anything I
Blue
can do to
Archive.
help you?
Wait, you're...
yeah, Fire Among Friends is perfect. I agree. Eris. That's what this character's called.
Oh, dear goodness! You're a Marashose hunter!
You
Oh wow,
recognize us?
the change in the pitch in the voice.
you
I gotta give
One of
props
the
to that.
people who wrote the commission letter?
Yes, yes! Oh, I didn't expect you to actually come. Oh, what great news! The city is saved!
What happened here?
Alas, We once lived comfortable, carefree lives. This city used to be free of monsters. The first Marashose hunter,
me?
Casiodor,
Okay, sure, I'll
the
do the
Golden
thing.
Hunter, he was the one who drove them
Not
back.
me responding with what they're asking me in the game.
Monsters
I'm
have
talking for
once
the
again
sensei in the
surrounded
game.
city.
An option popped up.
Perhaps the seal that kept them at bay has lost its power. Or perhaps an evil sorcerer has been meddling in our affairs. All I know for sure is that their return has stripped the city of any chance at peace.
Are there not enough soldiers to drive them out?
It's not a question of numbers. The guards simply have no idea how to deal with them. Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. What's worse, many of us don't even know the history of the Marashose hunters anymore. When I was a child,
I definitely don't know
my
about
grandfather
it.
would tell me stories about how the Marashose hunters drove back the monsters. So, on the off chance that something might come of it, I decided to reach out to you. To be perfectly honest, I was starting to think all those stories were just tall
get to know
tales.
me. Of course,
But
everyone wants to
now
know
that
me.
I've seen you in person, I finally know that it was true.
Well, you can rest easy, friend.
Again,
The
I'm
righteous
referring to
and
something that happened in the
formidable
archive.
Marashose hunters are on the case.
The man
This
is
is
touched
true
by
Blue
your
Archive instead.
determination and resolve. His eyes begin to well with tears of relief.
I feel like if I tried to stream off the tablet,
Still,
it would be
if
terrible
we're going
quality.
to hunt the monsters, we need
Although,
to know where to find them. Can
or at
you
least
give
there'd be
us
a
any
bunch of buffering. It doesn't look terrible,
All I know
but
is
it'd
that the
probably be
area
a lot of
outside
buffering.
the city is dangerous. I'm afraid I can't point you toward a specific location. Oh, although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road, you should run into a group of guards. They might know more about where to find the monsters.
I see. We'll go look for them then.
All right, be careful. Oh, and one last thing. The monsters outside the city are just
Like I
part
said,
of the
VA
problem.
did really good here, though.
There are
Even if I'm
evil
not paying attention,
sorcerers inside the city
I'll
as
say
well.
that's good at least.
So be on your guard. They're actively working with the monsters and have corrupted the court ministers with malicious magic.
I heard something about monsters
They're the
at
reason
least.
why, even inside the city, everything has been a giant mess. Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a boorish and
this
unreasonable figure.
Chapter feels so long.
Interested in nothing but
I've been
enacting
clicking and
laws that
clicking and
exploit
it's
the
still
people.
going.
Who knows how much longer we'll be able to go on like this.
Talk about being stuck
I mean, I'm
between
not
a rock
skipping
and a
it, I'm
hard
reading it.
place.
It's just I'm not reading it out loud, obviously.
I feel bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer him up?
Wait, what? Oh, plot twist. Plot twist in Blue Archive. Clorinde could sing him a song.
Like, now?
I'm just putting it off on everyone else. I'm not doing anything. I'm like, oh, no, you do this. That'd literally be me if I did play D&D. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. You go. Your turn. You skip. Pass. Hard pass. But finally, that chapter ended up on the cliffhanger. Nerds vs. Maids. That's what the next episode is called. That's funny. Accurate title. Oh no, Eris. Oh no, Eris is down. I'm pretty sure she was our DPS.
There are currently two problems.
Oh no, we're getting
that
back,
need
aren't
solving,
we?
right?
Exactly. We need to defeat the monsters outside the city and take down the evil sorcerer stirring up trouble from within.
Oh, you see, it's super
Which
cute.
problem should we tackle first?
Well, this seems like a good moment for a break. Take some time and discuss what you want to do. Let me know when you've made your decision.
I really didn't expect the people in the city to keep us at arm's length like that. I totally thought the hunters would be treated like heroes.
Oh, hello, Rusty.
Well, Clorinde
Are
said
you,
the script took cues
the same
from
Rusty
real
that I
history
know
of Fontaine, right? Maybe
from
the real-life Marashose
before, or are
hunters
you a
were
different
also
Rusty?
treated like that.
Because it doesn't say
wouldn't
first
it's a
time
perfect
chat,
representation of history,
you
but there are
must have
definitely
been here
some
before.
similarities. Would you like to hear more about it?
Sure. As long as it doesn't spoil anything in the script. You brought up bits and pieces of the Hunter's history before, but
The same
it was
musty?
all in
Yep.
passing.
Ah, nice. It's been a long time.
Too. The Hunters were super
Good to see you
powerful,
again.
right? Were they all from a special line of
How you been?
supernatural beings or something? Kind of like the yokai in Inazuma?
No.
Oh, we're back here
All
now.
Marashose hunters were ordinary mortal fighters. The only thing that set them apart were the special sword techniques passed down over the centuries.
Huh? So you mean anyone
Oh man,
can
and 6
become
just
a
left
Marashose
also.
hunter?
I know you used pretending to be
In
mono
theory,
before. when
yes.
6 was
All
here.
you would need to do is
Unless
survive the rigorous training
6 is
and
still
master
working,
the
but I don't know.
swordsmanship techniques required to
And by
fight
6,
the
of course, I
monsters.
mean Black Claw.
Still, most people dropped out at the early stages, and others called it quits the minute they saw a monster in person. To become a hunter, you must be strong in both body and mind.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly? Oh, and the evil sorcerer the script mentions. Did they exist in real life too?
The land of Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Remuria.
Ah,
After that
hey,
dynasty fell,
Remuria lore.
monsters
That's
began
interesting.
to appear, intent on obstructing humans from establishing a new social order. One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his
You can't
power
see it,
to
but
assemble a
that
formidable
immediately
army
brought my
of
attention
golems.
back to Genshin.
He sought to use that force to establish himself as king.
Right now, I'm also playing Blue
Now,
Archive,
wait a
and I've been paying attention to
Don't
that.
tell me that guy was the inspiration
As this
for the
quest
evil
isn't that interesting
sorcerer
to
in
me.
the script. We still haven't found any in-game information on him yet. So, why don't you talk about someone else for now?
Yeah, I agree. You've been pretty good. You moved at least 2 times since the last time we opened Twitch. Also, Switch PC. Have I told? Ah, nice. Yeah, I still have all the same stuff that I did since last time, probably. That's good. I still live in the same place, and things are still going well. Although sometimes it's been a little hard, but things are all still okay. It all works
Well,
out
I
in the
wasn't
end.
planning on going
Good
into
thing we got
anything you
friends.
might be able to find out in the game. But if you want me to talk about something else, then
That's good to hear.
how about Casiodor, the Golden Hunter? Or Egeria, the ex-Hydro Archon?
Wait, but those people are all from a super long time ago. Where did you learn all this,
Sus.
Clorinde?
From my master.
Huh, my master? You mean Miss Petronia?
Oh no. Oh no, they're taking
Someone you
Eris
know?
away.
Absolutely.
Again, I'm talking about
Miss
Blue Archive.
Petronia and my father were good friends. Back in the day, she would often bring Clorinde over to play, but
Oh, is this part of the plan? I think this is part of the
Let's
plan.
not get off topic.
Are you all
Anyway,
ready?
Back to what I was saying.
Again, I'm still
Responding to
talking about Blue
Egeria's
Archive.
call, a number of warriors followed Casiodor into battle against the monsters. This group of warriors, under Casiodor's leadership,
That name
became
sounds
known
familiar.
as the Marashose Hunters.
Casiodor.
Yet, as Fontaine entered an era of peace, their work gradually became obsolete.
Oh,
The Marashose
this reminded me of the Sumeru
originally an
quest where we
association
got
made
locked
up
up
of hunters, eventually
part of a
came to
plan.
be predominantly comprised of Melusines.
Ah, I see. That explains why most of the people in the script have forgotten the hunters or think of them as nothing more than a legend.
Is that really a bad thing, though? It can get tough always being the one shouldering everyone's expectations.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose. If the name of the organization no longer commands respect, investigative work is bound to suffer.
Speaking of investigations, which problem should we tackle first? Monsters or evil sorcerer?
I vote monsters.
Oh man,
That's
2%
the main
chance of
duty the
success.
hunters,
That's
right?
bad.
We can come back to the sorcerer later.
Oh, it's the other way around. Okay,
Well
good.
said, Miss Farina. Plus, if the sorcerers really are the masterminds behind this whole thing,
You know, I wish I could
defeating the
make it to where
monsters could give us some clues
you
on their
could
intentions
see
as well.
Blue Archive on the screen as well, but since I stream
What
on
about you,
PS4,
Connor?
that's obviously not
What do you
possible.
think?
If I had like some sort of Elgato thing and could stream on the laptop, that probably wouldn't even work anyways because my laptop sucks and it would look terrible. But if I had like a good computer, if I could, I would put Genshin and Blue Archive on the same screen. I played them both at the same time. In times like these, when I've lost interest in the story of Genshin, which just doesn't happen often. I usually always like the story. But some quests can just be yawn. Maybe one day when I I don't even know what the difference is, but monsters. I like fighting monsters.
Then.
All right. After some discussion, you decide to turn around and head out of the city.
I like that they're doing this for the loading screen. It's interesting, and by interesting, it's different. Okay, time to go. Let's do this. I'm talking about Blue Archive. They told me to tell them to let's go. I will say,
outsiders, halt!
This quest is very well done in this layout that it does. I'll say this is very good. I really like it. It's just that the story itself is just not that interesting to me.
Just one look, and you can tell he's fought in his fair share of battles.
Maybe it's just the fact that it's a D&D thing that's not interesting to me.
Conceal his current state, his uneven gait, and the sweat dripping down his forehead make it obvious that he's been wounded and is in serious pain. I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you sneaking around the city earlier, so I'll only ask this once. State your purpose.
And yeah, probably would be nice to keep up on screen. Imagine, no, what something that that's actually within my abilities. Something that would be within my abilities is if I streamed that on YouTube, but streamed this on Twitch. Stream Genshin on Twitch and Blue Archive YouTube. I'm not gonna do that, but maybe one day I could do that for a double stream. Although Purple, I know you wouldn't be able to join both streams, so that'd be a little bit hard. Especially with you only being able to use your tablet and your phone's not working. Yeah, but maybe if Twitch starts working, maybe I can.
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
Have you ever heard of the Marchese Hunters?
Marchese Hunters? Ha! That fairy tale, you mean? What, do you expect me to believe you're one of them?
Is this like breaking the fourth wall? I'm counting on you now, Leah. I'm just handing it off to everybody else. And this is what everyone gets for handing stuff off on me. This is the payback.
We were indeed in the city earlier, but our purpose was only to gather information on the monsters. We're here to help the city and all the people within it. Your guards are still fighting the monsters as we speak. They could be seriously wounded and in grave need of support. You need all the help you can get.
The man regards you with doubt and concern. After a period of inner struggle,
would it be nice though as if you actually did pick these cards and it actually did change what would happen in the story? It'd be more like Detroit Become Human or other games where something, or the Hangouts where... Honestly, they should have just did this with the Hangout instead.
To the families alive. I wish you the best of luck.
In that case, they should make Clorinde a 4-star. Or did this quest with a different character. But maybe Clorinde could still be involved. They just had to put a 4-star in the quest and boom, you'd be able to do this for a hangout and you could actually have multiple endings. This is the perfect thing to do that with, but...
Let's go! Hopefully we're not too late!
Yeah, I really like at the beginning of Mondstadt, this was pretty nostalgic.
As you approach
feels like I'm playing the start of the Mondstadt Archon quest again.
Numerous people lying
and about to find Amber.
The road. They appear to be dressed like guards. Their
it's they are
guards. Filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming
just gets all
and
up in the face.
In vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds.
Yes, that's perfect. Oh, I thought it was going to be in a cutscene. I wanted to put that there for a cutscene.
A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief.
You ain't looking at me. Don't look at me.
Quick, leave this place. Turn around and don't look back. They yell.
You can't tell me what to do. Where am I going? Right here? Up ahead? I remember always having trouble finding this little hole because I'm trying to get to the Stormbearer Mountain game for, when I was doing my NA account.
Right?
You see broken iron swords scattered all around you, and downed trees riddled with terrifying claw marks. All the signs point to one thing. A truly devastating battle just took place here.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might still be around.
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged.
Oh no, wolves.
They close in on you without fear.
Oh no,
You get the impression that, in their bloodthirsty eyes, you're just another meal for them to devour.
A little help here! This thing wants to eat my mind!
Your battle round begins.
Are we actually gonna get to fight something? Oh man, this is getting interesting. Wait, we're actually... Oh, wow, finally they let us actually pick something. Oh, we failed. Hey, oh man, this is literally almost...
Here comes the finale.
This is almost a Konosuba team, but with Lindy instead of Hutao.
Attack! That's the way. Umbrella warfare!
The next battle round begins.
Okay, good. It wasn't just now. I don't want to. Oh man, it's the golems from the new area.
Let the world collide!
There's like.
This one's got your name on it!
The monsters let out a terrifying
two
roar
DPSs
of
in that
anger
team.
and resentment before dissipating into thin air.
Oh, thank goodness it's over.
That was the
We're
funnest
lucky
part
the
of this quest so
Marashose
far.
Hunter class came with all those preset skill points.
And back to the archive.
Otherwise, we would have been in some real trouble.
I never knew the photometer even
No, didn't
determines the
get
amount
I
of
said
damage you inflict.
a little bit played, but I said
If
that
you
was the
get
funnest part of
unlucky,
this quest so
isn't
far.
it just game over right then and there?
Huh? That's part of the fun. The uncertainty of fate is what gives these games their appeal.
It would if
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious
it actually
lump on
did
the
depend
ground
on
catches
what
your
card we.
attention.
It was just picking cards for us until that just part there.
Wait,
I
could it
think.
be the thing
Maybe
that
there's another
appears
one
after
earlier.
every battle?
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so it should be fine for me to touch it, right?
As you investigate the mound, you discover that the exposed portion appears to be made of wood. It was previously obscured by the large form of the monsters. With the monsters gone, the small protrusion now awaits your discovery. Poking out of the ground like a shy flower.
This would be a good quest to eat something too. Yeah, BRB, I'm gonna get a snack so I can eat and maybe since I'm not talking about the quest anyway, I might as well just eat something. Not me going in there and pouring me some Pedialyte and not getting the snack. BRB. And not me forgetting to grab the spoon for the applesauce. BRB again. Okay, now I got all this stuff I need. I didn't forget anything this time. In fact, I even brought a second snack just in case I need to get a snack again in like an hour. Or if I need it for a while CC's streaming. Let's dig it up. Also, I know I don't seem like that interested in this, and I'm not, but I will say it's still much better than the Yawn story quest. That was such a snooze fest. I used to not care for Ayato's quest, but I think what I didn't like, and maybe I was just really tired at the time.
You successfully excavate the wooden chest from the ground.
Oh, so that's why we loaded back here. Ayato's quest I think was only boring for me because I was really tired at the time. That, and maybe I didn't care about the NPCs at the time, like the Kujo Kamaji guy and the girl Hiragi Chisato. I didn't care about them at the time, but after knowing them from either replaying or from my story, or just watching other people play or whatever, basically remembering who they are, it made it a little bit more interesting. Plus, at the time I was doing my story, putting that in my story, and Purple U was involved in the quest. I think maybe you made Ayato's quest more entertaining. And also I was in it a little bit. And I even put Ayaka in it. I think maybe the problem I had with the original story quest was there was no Ayaka. But Purple U, and also me involved in the quest, and Ayaka involved. Even though me and Ayaka was only slightly involved, but it was mostly you, Purple, and also Melee. That was you guys carried that quest, honestly. I could probably put you guys or me in any quest, mainly you, Purple. But I feel like you would be interested in most things, but me, I'd lose interest fast. Like I think even during the quest, I lost interest and started doing something else. Oh, kind of like the Iridori quest also. Maybe it was like so bored, so he's yeah, whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna eat.
Even without opening it, you can tell from the mora and jewels scattered around the chest that it must contain quite the fortune.
Makes sense. We worked hard for this. Let's open it. We can share what's inside.
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it. Doesn't it seem like there are people out there who need this treasure more than us?
No, we need the treasure a lot.
Think about all the people suffering in the capital.
I'm suffering.
Or all those guards who got hurt fighting the monsters. Wouldn't it be better if we gave the treasure to them?
Wait.
I know they're talking about the story, I'm just kidding.
I thought since we were the ones to dig it up, we could just take it for ourselves.
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game can impact the future course of the story.
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're Marchese hunters. What if they think we procured the treasure illegally? They might get even more suspicious of us.
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe we can come up with an explanation in advance.
Well, if donating it could cause that much trouble, why don't we use it to buy some gear and fill up on good food?
Yeah, let's just use it for ourselves. Who cares about the other people? That's what we do in the game
like
anyway.
You're facing a difficult choice once again. Well, it's getting late. Why don't we call it a day for now?
Wow, where did the time go?
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the story is particularly enticing, but I feel like I could almost keep going.
Yeah, I'd say it feels like the quest went by so fast. Well, it's not done yet, but this little quest that they did went by so fast. It's like it breezed past because I wasn't paying attention the whole time. Especially because I had done on autoplay and I was playing Tour Guide instead.
Here. Ooh, how about we play through the night?
I'm not sure I'll have enough energy for that.
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will give me an earful if I get home too late.
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part of the story anyway.
Huh? Another location?
Mm-hmm. There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor set for the next part of the script.
Whoa, they really pulled out all the stops for this new script.
Well, even if we end the game for the day, we can still stay a little longer and hear Clorinde finish her story, right? Paimon wants to hear more about the history of the Hunters.
Something tells me you just want to finish the free desserts before we break for the day.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just a coincidence, okay? Besides, to Paimon not
That'd be my reason also.
feels even worse than having to buy her own. And anyway, Paimon really does want to hear more about Clorinde's master.
Well...
If the story doesn't have a happy ending, it's okay to not finish it. I didn't even know anything about... They was talking about Clorinde's master? I missed all of that.
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern, but it's all in the past. It won't do any harm to share these things now. My earliest memories are of living with Master. According to her, she saved me from certain people of ill repute. My birth parents had left me behind some time before that.
What a heavy beginning for a life story.
Master
Poor
was a
Clorinde.
fascinating
Yeah.
individual. If inexperienced
That's
in the
funny,
ways
Purple.
of raising children.
But yeah,
My
finally
first
we're
ever
actually
toy was
talking
a
about
short
Clorinde
sword.
herself and not playing some
Although
game.
I suppose it wasn't so much a toy
Now
as
I'm
something Master
relatively
removed
interested.
from her waist and handed to a noisy child in need of distraction.
Oh wait, so she handed an actual sword to a child? Isn't that dangerous? Did you hurt yourself?
Of course I did. I cut my palm and bled quite a lot.
She's just like, of course I did, no biggie.
She just stood there and casually lectured me about it. See, that's what you get for not holding the sword properly, she told me. She then crouched down next to me and said, "Give me your hand. I'll teach you to bandage this wound. After that, it's time to learn how to truly hold a blade."
Excuse me for asking this, Clorinde, but how old were you exactly when all this happened?
Probably around, 3, give or take.
3?
3?
What?
Isn't that when most kids are still struggling to hold a fork?
As I said, Master was rather inexperienced in the ways of raising children. She believed trial and error was the best way to teach a child what they're capable of.
I'm not so sure this is a question of experience.
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised. Oh, she did bring me back a pet from Leo.
Yeah, I think Lynn knows
it was a
how
Geovishap
that goes.
hatchling.
A Geovishap hatchling?
Children can't choose how they're raised. Definitely.
That seems even more dangerous!
Yeah, wait, what?
What she said was this: make sure to get along, you two. If you really can't agree on something, just settle it with a fight. Whoever loses is the real pet.
And how old were you when this happened?
5.
I guessed 4.
Did you win?
No, I lost.
So, you're saying you actually became the Geovishap's pet?
Yes, but only for a week. By the end of that week, I defeated it in combat, and we've shared a cordial relationship ever since.
That really doesn't sound like the kind of childhood someone should have.
Later on, I gradually understood that Master most likely didn't know any other way to raise a child. She was a marechaussee hunter, but I never heard her bring up her own parents. Thanks to her, I learned how to navigate the forest by the age of 6, and could hunt monsters in the wild by myself the year after that. Even though the training she subjected me to was strict, she always made sure to take me traveling when she had the time. We met many of her friends during those days. That was also how I met Mr. Callis and his family.
I still remember the first time we met. You were too scared to join our picnic and hid behind Ms. Petronia the whole time.
I still miss Moses and
I
Silva.
hadn't really met many children my age at that time, so I didn't know how to interact with others.
After that, though, you started coming over a lot. You loved challenging people to shooting competitions, remember? I don't think many members of the Spina ever beat you in one of those.
I had a lot of fun during those days.
I enjoyed them too. Oh, do you remember that one time we went exploring around the Spina together? We overheard Papa call your master Fontaine's Protector of Justice. We tried to pretend like we never heard anything, but you nearly let it slip that one time.
Protector of Justice? Oh, wait, you mean that vigilante hero from 20 years ago? The one who is always active at night?
Yep,
Are we talking about
that
D-Loop?
would be her.
No.
She often would put on a black cloak and go out at night. I never knew where she went or what she was doing. Until,
Also,
like
it's
Nadia
that
said, we
girl
overheard the
instead.
truth from Mr. Callis that night.
20 years ago, huh?
I'm done snacking now.
I
Okay,
still
Blue
remember
Archive.
the guards leaving all kinds of witness
No.
reports about her on Nervalette's
I wasn't paying
desk.
attention to Blue Archive that whole time. I actually was paying attention
My
to Genshin.
apologies.
Oh, there's no need to apologize. You had nothing to do with it. And anyway, everything she did was for a good cause. Although, calling herself
Since
the
we're actually talking about
Protector of
Clorinde herself.
Order was a bit much. Especially when she
Because I did play this
deliberately
supposed to play
operated
D&D.
outside the
I
law.
played this supposed to
Huh? When did
to
the
get a little bit of lore of
Protector of
Clorinde.
Justice become the
Not
Protector
that
of
that's something
Order?
I'm super interested in. I'm not
She had a bunch of
not
code
like
names. I
super
heard she would
interested in
just come up
Clorinde or
with a name
anything.
on the spot whenever she was asked.
like not
Later
close to
on,
any one of
she
my
probably
favorite
got
characters.
sick
or
of
anything,
answering
but
those questions.
I still like to know
and
about
decided
the
to
lore about
stick to
everybody.
just two. The Protector of Justice and the Protector of Order.
That sounds like her, all right. I bet she forgot which of the two she'd use by the time she got back each night.
Well, she certainly sounds like a fascinating individual. With her strong sense of justice, it's no surprise her student followed in her footsteps.
It's true. I always wanted to become like her. Someone powerful, independent, and with a strong sense of conviction. But she suddenly disappeared the night I turned 10 years old.
Disappeared? What happened?
Probably
I have no idea. She didn't even leave a note.
dissolved. She probably dissolved and came in
I
ocean.
was never able to find out where she went.
Yeah, I
That
think she
night,
dissolved.
I was celebrating my birthday at Navia's house. But Master never came to pick me up. When I returned home on my own, it was to an empty house. When she still didn't appear after a few days, I
No.
went to Mr. Callis'
Maybe
house
that's
to
not
ask
it.
about her whereabouts,
So she just
but
left.
he only shook his head.
Papa probably didn't know either. I know he sent a few people to investigate the matter in secret, but
I still think maybe
he
she
never
got
found
dissolved.
any credible leads.
But her stuff is gone
Don't
also.
worry, I understand. To be perfectly honest, given Master's personality and way of doing things, it all made a lot of sense. If I had to guess, I'd say she probably used it as an opportunity to force me to become independent. Just like how,
Wow, what a horrible
when
parent.
a litter of kittens reaches a certain age, the mother
But
willingly
I'd
leaves
say
them
even
behind.
Arlecchino is a better parent. And she's
Were you
Fatui.
upset, Clorinde?
And, you know, all the things about that.
I was at first, but not anymore. I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
Well, despite
Let's hope so.
everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest champion duelist in all of Fontaine. You're practically a living symbol of law and justice.
I suspect my position would be far too by the books for her. Master always did whatever she pleased. But you're right. I suppose I do take after her in some ways.
Who knew Clorinde had such an interesting past? I never had the chance to ask her about it before. I wonder if Clorinde's master were the champion duelist back then. Would that duel against Mr. Callis have gone differently?
I doubt it.
Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorinde and Navia are probably thinking something similar. The mood just got super awkward all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'll say. You can relate to that? Your parents left on Gyro is I don't yeah. And left you and your sister with your aunt and uncles accidentally yeah. Yeah, that's funny. That is pretty much what's going on here. I don't maybe that's what happened with Clorinde too, I don't know. Maybe that's maybe her master had like an opportunity to do something good anyway. Maybe like it was like she said, some sort of something that she had to do.
Well,
but I'm glad you're a much better parent, Mandy. You're there for your kids.
Would you look at the time? It's getting dark, so we should probably call it a day for real this time. If we keep talking like this, we really will be here all night.
Yeah, I'll stay. You just keep talking. Oh,
I had a great time today, Miss Clorinde. Thank you for being our GM.
Anytime.
The script was good, but I've got to say, your childhood stories were
I do
better.
like the concept of what they're doing here, though.
You should tell us more about that fight against the Geo-Bishop sometime. Maybe your master was onto something.
Yeah, I'll say.
You could be right.
Oh yeah, I need to still do the trials
What
for
does she mean,
Clorinde.
onto something? I certainly don't know any 5-year-olds who want to fight a bishop in their spare time.
She means that she has good
I'll head back
potential.
as well. I need to save my energy if I want to continue enjoying the story tomorrow.
You're that excited to hear about my fight with the bishop?
I was talking about the script.
Farina. Honestly, any questions Farina in it's always interesting. And Lindy's cool too. And these two I like as characters as well. But the concept and the way they're doing it is like very interesting, but the fact that it's basically like D&D is just yawn.
Just between the two of us, could you tell me what it was like to be the Geo-Bishop's pet?
It was nothing special, really. Geo-Bishops don't understand the concept of a pet. So, basically, it just headbutted me whenever I entered its territory.
And that hurt?
Yeah, it hurt. What, something you want to experience for yourself?
Oh, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, trials. I think I forgot to do trials last time. Or I did it off stream. Oh yeah, I did it off stream. It was just Wander and Baisu. I already have Wander and I wasn't even playing Baisu. I played Xingqiu and Lisa again. Wow, imagine having Chevrus in the trial, but not on the banner.
Check this out!
Into the shadows.
That playstyle is actually
Drop your weapon!
kind of fun, but still skip.
Hunt them down.
And she does have a pretty cool ult too.
Ready.
Stop right there!
Fire it up!
By royal decree.
Loaded.
And god dang, I didn't mean to leave. I was actually wanting to continue. I wanted to say something. wanted to say something about what her playstyle is like. She does seem pretty fun to play for everyone. Yeah. I might do some pulls on my second NA account, and if I get her, I get her. Although I don't have the wishes to...
Check this out.
But during the beta, there was like leaks of
Into the shadows.
They had different sound effects for her doing this, but it sounds different than this. I think it was like fan sound effects, like fan made sound effects, but she would do this and be like dun 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 dun. It had a rhythm to it, and I really like that, but this is just kind of...
Don't get too close!
Time to testify. Loaded.
Dun 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 dun. But the sound effects that it's in is like... I could barely even hear it, because... In fact, I feel like you hear it even less than when I heard it in, when I heard the official version. Like, it feels like they nerfed it. You can barely hear it now. Or maybe it's these headphones. Nope. Oh no, I hear it now. I hear the rhythm that the rhythm that I didn't like. Yeah, it definitely sounded way better before. I'm trying to make my own sound effects because. Anyway, let me do other trials. Either way, the playstyle itself is still the same, and it's still, yeah, pretty fun. I wouldn't mind getting her by accident on my second NA account, at least. My EU is currently saving for Sijuin, and my Ace is saving for Shenhe.
Let the show begin.
So I'm not gonna go along there either. And obviously my main is for Sijuin.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
That's just the Barba. I see. Let's put him down. Barba's all on the down now.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Let's dance.
Purple, in when Laura was trialing Yaimiko, he kind of did this exact same thing, but with Yaimiko. You know, when she does the face. And I could try Setos when he's fully built. But you'll see that in Monday, when the Genshin Part 12 is uploaded. Okay, so they have him in a Activate team. And Hyper team.
Oh, it's revealed. You great.
Because it's Hyper.
Excuse me?
Hey, how is...
Way ahead.
What did it he do that? It made me charge it up fast.
Midnight, fantastic.
Excuse me?
Feeling lucky today.
Maybe it's his talent.
You are not welcome here.
Behind you!
Can we say behind you?
By royal decree. Don't be scared. Just like we rehearsed.
Way ahead of
Oh no, what is it about his kit that's doing that? Ah, it's because I haven't unlocked that talent yet, that's why it isn't doing that yet. Don't really need, you know, I could use this extra little bit of, ore. Take what I can get. And just right, I might have just try Toma too. Try him as if I don't have him built. As if I don't have Bennett built.
Let's light it up. Huh? Teamwork is dreamwork. Rain cutter.
Ah, dang, not C6.
Gooba, get them. Eat this. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back. Let me weave you a hook. You're toast! Let's light it up!
Ah, dang, I was gonna finish it off with an ult. I hate not completing all of them. If I'm gonna complete 4, I might should complete the 5th one. Now I'm suddenly getting an itch to play a Hat in Time. I don't know, I just randomly thought of that. I'm like, man, Hat in Time. I missed that already.
Dodge this!
Boom boom!
Yeah, Purple, I don't know why, but for some reason we lost our footage. I think I just couldn't tell what the fuck is. Oh, that's a shield. I don't know what is that I'm hitting.
Incinerate! Time for your arraignment!
I was just basically soloing the domain with Yawn second there.
I got you covered! Fire
Toma trial now. This is a Yawn trial.
Motion to compel!
Nice. But yeah, I think I had a bunch of videos on the PlayStation. I was trying to make room to install the Genshin update, so I was like, oh, I should try to get rid of these. Even though I already had enough space, I was still trying to get rid of them. I'm like, all these seem like videos that I've already edited, but I think there was some hidden there that I didn't, maybe I didn't check, and it must have been the videos that I needed, and I can't get them back, so, yep. It's okay, I already replaced it. We already re-recorded. And just, we can't, even if we didn't make the progress that, even if the video wasn't as long as, yeah, we just did the same level as we did last time. It's all good now. Tomorrow when? Tomorrow at 8. I don't know if this counts.
Let's go meet up with the group! Paimon's really looking forward to today's story.
Yeah, at least one of us is. Another edge of map area, okay. gonna say Berserk was starting to get a little boring too. I was losing interest there as well. But I think it's about to get good. Clorinde, why are you low HP? Wait, when I did that little fire earlier, was that violently Clorinde Traveler? Or just Charles yeah. Could have sworn all of them. Excuse me? Oh, Florinde's pet's picking a fight. Nothing to see here.
Strike a pose!
Is there anything around here Florinde's pets can pick a fight with while around the cutscene? Because that'd be funny. The heck is this? We're going in domain. Oh, game venue. Okay. Plan is failed. We will see if our plan failed, lady.
Looks like everyone's here.
We're in a dungeon.
Now,
Why are we in a
begin,
dungeon?
Why don't we finish where we left off yesterday?
A domain.
There was an important decision to be made, yes? I'll pour everyone a cup of tea.
Is that really the most important part, though, Clorinde? Paimon's more concerned about our current surroundings. Heavy walls, cold railings, dim lights. This is obviously supposed to be a prison.
I admire the work put into
Wait,
the set.
how are they disguised as them? That makes no
Still,
sense.
it's obvious the scriptwriter has never paid a visit to the fortress of Meripede.
So this set is going to be a part of the script?
Unfortunately, that is something I can neither confirm nor deny.
Anyone think Clorinde's smile is starting to look kinda scary?
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on. But first, we should really figure out what to do with this treasure. If we're worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity, why don't we give ourselves a different name, just like Clorinde's master did?
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long as we're helping people, it doesn't matter who we are or what we're called.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more tea?
Oh, Paimon's good. Thanks. Why aren't you saying anything, Navia? Wait, what's that next to you?
Oh, this is the short sword Clorinde mentioned last night. I found it.
Oh, wow.
Huh. I'm surprised you managed to track it down after all this time.
Well, I made sure to take good care of it, considering the circumstances in which you gave it to me. Of course I had to keep it safe. Anyway, where were we?
They called us.
Right. I was just thinking
They
about
say
all the
it says
potential
intruder
ways for us to
detected. Oh
break
no!
out of
We're like
prison.
sneaking in a
We could
building
dig
and
a tunnel,
archive. That's what's
or
happening.
try to bribe the guards.
Wait, we haven't been thrown into prison yet, have we?
Well, it's only a matter of time. It pays to be prepared. Just like how you should always have an umbrella on hand, even when it's sunny.
All I have to do is do this and I'll be free. Invalid. It's like, no, I don't think
Paimon may
so.
have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her snacks.
Turns out Paimon cares more about snacks than treasure. Paimon's developing as a character.
So, you reached an agreement? All right then, we can continue with the story.
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground as well.
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way back to the capital with your bag of loot in hand. The city is still shrouded in a gloomy, oppressive atmosphere, but your spirits are surprisingly high. In places where sunlight struggles to reach, you generously share your wealth with the children, the elderly, and the poor in urgent
more hungry for
need of
Paimon.
help.
She's more hungry for food than she is for
Thank you, kind soul.
The elderly
For
woman's
treasure.
look of gratitude follows you as you walk away, her eyes never leaving your back until you move entirely out of sight. However, there's still quite a bit of Mora remaining. It appears you haven't made much progress.
She's probably trying to tell us to speed this up. We need to hurry up so we can address the sorcerer problem.
Yeah.
Should we go find that
I
man
agree
again
with
at the
that.
square? He seemed like a pretty responsible guy. I'm sure he knows the people here far better than us.
Oh, good idea!
Just as you start to make way to the square, intent on finding the man again, there's a voice.
Oh, haha, they're trapped also. Oh, again, predetermined card. Hey, that's fine with me. It means I don't have to actually make a decision, but like I said, I've been good as a hangout thing.
Please wait, distinguished guests. Several strange
That
guards
was my
suddenly
plan
call
all
out to
along.
you. They run forward
not
to
our
meet
plan.
you
It was
and
my
proceed
plan. It
to
was our
politely
plan.
pay their respects.
I said that wrong. That's
Greetings,
okay.
gentlemen. Are we being invited for afternoon tea?
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not be our place. It is His Excellency the King who requests to meet with you. Please come with us.
Is it gonna be... Nah. I was thinking, wait, who's gonna play the king? Is it gonna be Kaya? But Kaya would have to be here to do that. Unless they have Kaya's model, but someone's voicing him.
Do you think this could be a trap?
Well, we have to investigate the court at some point, right? Meeting the king himself would be a fantastic opportunity to do that.
I say we go for it. If something happens, we'll just turn the whole place upside down.
Now this is what
That
happened.
sounds a little intense.
This is how my life got flipped upside down.
After a quick discussion,
This is a
you
story all
nod to the
about my
guards
life got
and
flipped
agree to
upside
follow.
down.
They lead you all the way to the audience hall of the palace. Gilded tables line both sides of the hall. The space itself is adorned with all manner of expensive antiques,
Wow,
glass
you get-
shelves, and silver candlesticks.
This one, if you keep getting
The items
approved
appear
everywhere.
quite ordinary in size and dimension, yet their presence somehow makes the emptiness of the hall feel even more surreal and ominous.
Wow, it's so luxurious!
The
Uh-oh.
elderly king, clad in a
Someone found us.
magnificent robe, sits upon the deep crimson throne before you. He wears above his
let's push
head a
through.
majestic crown, with a gemstone the size of a
playing blue.
bird's egg
I'm
set
talking about
right
blue
at the
cards
very
still.
front. As you observe it,
We got caught
you
by
see
some
a
people. We're at
complex
the...
pattern
Yes,
of light
come on, we can
reflect
take
off
them.
its surface.
Let's go.
They're here, your majesty. A man dressed in dark
I
clothes,
think there was an option to
likely a
run away
minister,
also. I think that
shields
was
his
a...
mouth with his
a
hands
branching path
and
there.
bends down to whisper a few words to the king. After
Oh,
a
is
moment,
Clorinde the king?
he lowers his hands
That's
and
funny.
stands back up. His gaze shifts to fixate on your group, but he does not move from his place at the king's side.
The king does not appear entirely aware of his surroundings. The man by his side, though. We should keep a close eye
That's
on
funny.
him.
Floren's playing
The king remains still and says nothing. The minister is the one who speaks. Esteemed guests, allow me to thank
So
you for
this
coming
game
to
does
our
have
faraway
voice acting
kingdom.
in it,
Unfortunately,
but
His
the
Majesty the
gameplay
King finds
does.
himself quite exhausted from work. So please allow me, his prime
Purple.
minister,
If you want to hear part of
welcome him
it,
in his
you can hear
stead.
part of the game. I'll let the audio play for this. It's in Japanese though. This is them shooting at the enemies. And as you know how Barcode's gameplay works. They're hiding behind stuff, shooting at stuff. It's that girl Momoe, the girl with cat ear headphones, like gamer headphones, and also the green girl that looks just like her that you see in her ult. I don't know if you have her, but I have both of them. Although you get both of them in this story anyway. And they just keep shooting at stuff. I love that this game plays itself. Like, I'm not doing anything, as you know, purple. Like, I could have the game be playing, like, I could have Genshin be playing still. But I don't want to conflict audio like that. Oh, my mom's back. I love that the poses, they match each other too. Anyways, back to Genshin. I should
I've heard tell that your group, the Marashose Hunters, used your exceptional ability with the sword to repel
my mom's
the
not hoping I let her in because I'm in my room.
Such a great deed
She
deserves
should
to
be
be
able to let herself in.
rewarded. However,
Then again,
that
maybe I
I
should go
was
check on
not
her.
fortunate enough to observe such a feat
Purple,
with
I know
my
you
own
want to get here
eyes,
soon too, because
you'll
Cece's
forgive
starting
me
soon.
for seeking to verify
So
the
BRB.
truth by speaking to you myself.
Okay, I'm back. We'll play there.
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? So
Okay,
let's
good.
just explain what happened.
Wait.
The
What are we talking
golem's
about?
blades were so powerful, they could cut down trees in a single swipe. It took a lot of effort to defeat them, even for trained swordsmen like us. Well, there was enough details, right? Believe us now?
Your account does indeed match
How's
those
that
of the
something to
survivors.
archive?
Since you were the ones who defeated the monsters, that must mean you are also in possession of the treasure they stole?
This girl said, since we're trapped here together, why don't you hear me give a lecture on relativity? And she's like, oh no, help, I need help.
Well,
They're gonna try to teach me. I'm just trapped in here.
How did he know about the treasure?
Then I must ask that you return it at once. It belongs to the kingdom.
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward? Shouldn't the treasure be considered a part of that?
Yes, that was indeed what I said. But you seem to have forgotten a very important
Maybe I should do a bit because
distinction.
I'm getting like super sleepy now.
Only that which is freely given
It
by the
doesn't help
king
I didn't
can
take
be
my normal
considered
nap.
a reward. Taking the right
I don't know why
wealth
it
of the
says I need to take a
kingdom
nap
without said
every day.
permission, on the other hand, is a crime.
Even especially when my naps
But
end
that's
up
completely
being longer than
Yeah, that makes no sense. If it weren't for us, the
when I
treasure
actually
would still
was
be
wanting
buried
to
in the
sleep.
ground somewhere.
Maybe so, yet the fact remains. You tried to dispose of the treasure without reporting it to the court and without receiving permission, yes?
Uh-oh.
What, no answer? Surely you're not insinuating that you, a group of legendary
Made for
Marashose
some Meisters is
hunters,
the next
sought to take
chapter.
the treasure for yourselves?
Well, what about the king? Is he just gonna let this guy talk for him the whole time?
Clad in his magnificent robe, the king remains seated, with his hands resting on either side of the throne. His posture is rigid and unmoving. He stares forward with an empty look in his eyes, completely unmoved by the events before him.
From the look of things, could the Prime Minister be the evil sorcerer? Or could both the King and the Prime Minister have fallen under the evil sorcerer's control?
I would like to observe the number of guards
Uh-oh,
stationed in the
explosion
hall.
happened.
The guards in the palace appear fully armed, their expressions solemn. Sensing the tense atmosphere in the room, they stand at the ready, each with a hand placed upon the hilt of their sword, as if prepared to draw their weapons and surround you at a moment's notice.
Oh man, we're getting sniped.
There goes my plan to turn the whole place upside down, I guess.
It appears we've been visited by nothing more than a group of ill-intentioned imposters.
Imposters? Who are you calling an imposter?
Guards, take them away.
You're
and
the
throw them in
imposter.
dungeons.
You're the sus one.
Before I decide your fate, however, I must first determine whether you have any accomplices outside the court.
Can't we try to slip away? Or maybe start some kind of riot?
But if we try to fight the guards right now...
Suspect. Prime is 50% sus. It's a little
figured out
sus.
who's behind all
Uh-oh.
this. Let's just play it by ear. If you're scared, Paimon, just hold my hand.
You could have my hand too.
Aw,
Aw,
thanks, you guys.
that's cute.
You allow yourself to be led away by guards surrounding
Yeah.
you on both sides. It's only
Small
when
targets
you
are hard to
begin
hit.
feel drops
Can't
of
snipe
water
us, we're too small.
falling from the dungeon ceiling and
This
smell the
chicken
stench of
dog I was
death
trying
and
to snipe us,
decay
but
all
can't.
around you. That
Aim
you
better.
finally realize you've
Skill
stepped
issue.
into a completely different world. Stay here and don't try anything funny. The guards lock the cell door
I'm gonna eat
and
my
leave
words like
without
that.
looking back.
You sure about that? Oh, someone appeared.
Wait, sir!
Your voice echoes through the dark hall.
A sniper to get
But
the
the only
sniper?
response you receive
Wait,
is
what
the
the?
sound of water dripping from the ceiling.
Wait, it's just a gun.
Oh, what should we do now?
Carve out a new path of fate with our own two hands,
Oh, it's
of
him.
course.
I see.
I
Actually,
draw
I'm
my
pretty sure that's a
weapon.
girl, but it looks like a guy.
You reach toward your waist, but find nothing there. You now recall that your weapons were confiscated before
Pretty
the
sure you
guards
know
locked
who that
you
is.
in the
Purple.
cell.
It's a person named
The
Utaha.
bag
It looks
of
like
treasure
a
along
guy.
with them
with long hair, but
What about that knife
another
I hid in my boot?
a 5-star version of them. Well, 3-star.
When I was thinking about digging a tunnel.
Rejected.
Like,
You
you can
failed
tell
to
it's
inform the
female.
GM of this course of action. Moreover, the guards would have conducted a thorough search before throwing you in prison.
And the keys to the cell aren't anywhere to be seen?
Correct. You don't even feel a lock hole on the cell door.
Oh, well, there goes all our plans.
This is gonna be another hide
Indeed.
case. It's even more
Why are
yawning.
you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds true for me as well. This is where the script ends.
What?
Finally! It's a great ending. The sooner the ending, the better.
Generally speaking, this should be the point where the scriptwriter gives the players some kind of hint, or gives the GM some kind of code for how to move forward.
I mean, maybe they just really wanted us to be immersed in the feeling of being in prison. Like, they'll only show us the way out once we've grown truly and utterly desperate.
Imagine they actually trapped us here.
That is a possibility.
If only there were desserts and tea in real prison. Oh wait, guess it's kind of how the Fortress of Meropide works if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, Navia, the short sword you had with you earlier.
It's right there on the table still.
I took a closer look, and the craftsmanship doesn't appear to resemble anything from this era. If I remember correctly, that style was last invoked several hundred years ago.
Wait, Clorinde said that sword used to belong to her master, right? Does that mean her master has been alive that long?
I doubt it. The way she went about things often made her seem childish more than anything. I'd say the sword was most likely an heirloom passed down over time.
Maybe what's strange is her master is actually one of the sinners.
A precious heirloom passed
That are,
down
like,
to you
really
by your
old.
master. And you gave it to me just
Like similar
that?
to the
You weren't worried I might lose
Child's
it?
Master and
Master left many things to me when she
Skirk.
disappeared.
Well, not Skirk's
There was the
Skirk's
sword,
Master, not Child's
an
Master.
old key, and a good amount of junk she probably just didn't want to take with her.
And Albedo's
I
creator,
gave you the sword back then
Ryan Daughter.
because I didn't want our friendship to end.
Wait, when did this happen exactly?
After the duel between Mr. Callis and myself.
Awkward.
Before that, Clorinde would have meals with us and even stay over at the Spina some days. She was on great terms with Papa as well. After the duel, though,
Chair? It's a chair?
there was a period of time where we simply didn't know how to face each other.
This gun
She
that I was
entrusted
talking
this
about,
sword
it's
to me,
actually some sort of
and
chair.
never came back.
It's a gun chair, apparently.
We were both sad and conflicted and totally overthinking everything as a result.
I know how that feels.
Whenever I looked at this sword, I couldn't help but wonder if Miss Petronia had never introduced us to each other at that picnic. Maybe part of the sadness I was feeling could have been avoided. Back then, it felt like I hadn't just lost a father, but a close friend as well.
No one can change the past. The most important thing is that you two found your way back to each other and can enjoy things like this together.
Yep, you're right.
I'm sorry, you two. I didn't mean to bring up any sad
Nope.
memories.
An explosion happened.
Think nothing of it. No one here is at fault.
Yeah. Some memories can be pretty... What the... Did we just get locked in here?
Huh?
Oh my god, I knew it! Or...
Oh, looks like the next part of our script is here.
Okay, no. That was just a paper falling. I'm like, wait.
Timing. The situation was really starting to get desperate. And not just because of the prison thing.
From Clorinde's face, I really can't tell if it's good news or bad news.
Maintaining a poker face takes true skill. And she definitely has a poker face, that's for sure. Can't read my, no you can't read my poker face.
Water continues to drip from the ceiling.
Drip,
In
drip,
this
drop.
lightless dungeon,
You know, I wouldn't be
you
surprised
lack a
if you had the
reliable
same.
way to tell
Cool,
how
I just
much
realized who
time
Clorinde
has
reminds me of.
passed.
She reminds me of Juvia from Fairy Tail.
Eventually, you get used to the unpleasant
I wouldn't be
odor
surprised
of
if
straw,
it's actually the same
mold,
VA.
and rust, and find yourselves
I
alternating
gotta look this
between
up. I'm
fits of
curious now.
drowsiness and despair. Suddenly, you hear footsteps outside the door.
I don't really
Heads
hear
up,
the
everyone.
similarity, but
Someone's
you never
coming.
know.
Gather close, everyone.
But
Keep
just
your
the way she
voice
said
down.
drip. It's just the fact she said drip. Drip, drip, drop. That's what Juvia said. If it stops lagging. Ah, perfect. The Brina Penicilia, that's who Juvia's voice actor is.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people
Let's
would
see.
adore me
That's
so
not a
much?
name I'm familiar with. No, it's a different voice actor. It's Crystal Lee. I don't know if I know this voice actor.
Boring. Isn't there anything
sounds
else more
weird.
interesting to do?
Anyway, talk to the person outside the cell.
Who are you?
I work as a guard in these dungeons, but my true identity is the same as your own. I'm also a Marashose hunter.
So you're just like a Knights of Avonius knight.
I've already sent away the other guards, but if we make too much noise...
I understand,
Wait,
but how can we be sure we can trust you?
This is like a guy's actual
King
voice.
has
It's
issued
not
a
like
formal decree.
Clorinde's
In
voice or
light of
something.
the irrefutable
So,
proof of your crime, you're to be executed before
maybe it's like
tomorrow's
another member
sunrise.
of the club
If
there
you
or
want to
whatever.
escape, it has to be now.
Executed? We barely did anything!
Monsters appearing at the same location as the treasure. Could this entire thing have been a trap?
There will be time for speculation once we're out of here. As for my identity, I have no way to prove that to you just yet.
Oh, I get it. He's supposed to be.
Infiltrating the
He's
capital
a
was
Marashose hunter
difficult.
disguised
Finding
as
a
a
chance
knight.
to
That makes
speak
more
with you
sense.
has taken a lot out of me. I could go on, but I think we can all agree that now is not the time for details.
Have you seen our weapons anywhere, sir?
Don't worry, I brought them with me. They're just behind the door. Still, these weapons alone won't be enough to defeat the true enemy behind the scenes. His faction is too powerful. The guards are all under his
check to
control.
see if,
and he's even
Cece's
stationed a
about
number of
ready
golems
to-
in various rooms
I might
throughout
have
the
to
palace.
quickly
To
raid
defeat
her
him, you
after
must find a
this.
secret vault. It is said that within that vault, the Marashose hunters of the past left behind a treasure with the power to defeat the
The purple will
sorcerer.
probably be here any minute.
You're not coming with us?
No, I'll remain in the dungeons to deal with the guards. I'll try my best to
I'll
distract
check
them
this
so they
to
don't go
see.
after you. As long as my identity is not revealed, I'll be able to aid you when the final battle comes.
In that case, please stay safe.
Thank you for your concern. I will do my utmost. As for the location of the vault, here, this map should lead you there.
Okay, I do see a notification. That means she probably messaged us chatting saying, "Hello, Hardlings, I'm almost ready." Oh, isn't that another area near the end of the That's like right across the ocean from where we are right now. Maybe I should have checked the tab that I have on her Twitch. Hopefully she didn't go up. No, there would have been 5 notifications if that was the case. Oh.
Got it.
Yeah, she did say.
All right. Once I open the door, remember to stick close and refrain from making any noise. I'll lead you out of here as quickly as possible. You now have the chance to restore the honor and legacy of the Mara Shosei Hunters. So please, get out there and reclaim what's ours.
In time before she starts.
Be sure to exercise
because I can't
caution.
raid on my own.
With the help of the guard, you successfully escaped the dungeons.
Yay,
Your
we
sense
escaped.
of despair and anxiety both seem to fade as you continue
nice.
your quest.
What's her face saved us. I like how I'm getting saved in both games. So what I just said could apply to what happened in Genshin also, except there was a guy that saved us. Oh, that's where the explosion happened. Nope. It's funny. My mom keeps coming in saying stuff, and one of our cats keeps jumping faster to sneak in to get my attention. That's so cute.
Who knew the people would adore me so much?
That's right, Farina, I really adore you. Oop, CC just disabled emote only mode there. And I just heard a noise, that might be purple. The beer.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Okay, I'm back, and Farina is adorable, and purple is here now. I'm not gonna go into that, go over there and start the next cutscene. I'm gonna... Is there anything I need? Oh yeah, I'll go condense. Since I didn't get to spend our resin. And once CC starts, I'll raid. And purple, be prepared to do the raid. Also, it's funny, this chick who's never met me before in the game, Blue Archive, she called me Zenzi. She's like, oh yes, Sensei. How dare. What an insult.
Ad Astra Abyss.
No, not you, Catherine. I meant to go to the crafting table. You ready? Okay, good. Yeah. I love this thing. It's so style on everybody. Let's see. Do I need to... yep, I have an extra wish that I can put here. 132. And once I get Vulcan, that'll be another wish. Okay, it is time for CC. Well, CC has a gaming chair. Wow, Purple, do the raid. Oh man, I got an ad. But I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. Purple, Mandy, Six, Rusty, for showing up after having been here, not been here for a while. It's always good to see anyone who's been gone for a while again, and anyone who lurks and stopped by. I always appreciate it. And someone besides me got first in CC's chat for once because I'm busy waiting for Purple to start the raid. I actually can't tell if it's... oh yeah, it's starting. I'm not even going to worry about a raid message. Purple, you can send it whatever you want. I'll see you guys next time. Yep, bye-bye.